What's up, YouTube? Steve at TheWhiskyWatch, next to my good buddy at ScotchNSniff.
Oh, Sniff. Scotch and Sniff. Perfect.
Sniff.
So, we're here today with another... I can't even call it a Cadillac review. I want to call it a Cadillac review, but I can't. So normally we do these, and they're called Cadillac reviews because they're like high-end bottles. And yes, this bottle cost me $660 after Maryland state taxes. But,
So you know what this is? Not to name too many names, but there's a Korean auto manufacturer who has manufactured a luxury vehicle. That's what this is.
No, because that brand is actually legit.
Is that luxury car actually legit?
Yeah, I would drive it. Have you seen the reviews?
I have. I don't believe them.
They're pretty good.
They bought followers.
Oh, get out. Oh, man, I went into name like 6 people just now. All right, so anyways, if you notice, Steve has some poured because I poured some for him.
Because Wally hates me.
But I will be pouring something completely different for myself. And I know this is weird and unprecedented for us doing these Cadillac whiskeys, but I want you guys to know a weird thing. At the end of the day, whiskey is about your own palate. And that means...
That means doing this.
That means if you enjoy a certain whiskey, by all means, enjoy that whiskey. And if you don't enjoy that whiskey, find a whiskey you like. For me personally, the Jura 30 was a miss. A giant waste of my money for a birthday bottle that it makes me regret lots of things in life.
I'm 90 years.
I'm trying to be all 90 years of my life. I'm trying to be so polite about it. And I know a lot of people who are brand ambassadors don't talk trash about other brands because they may go work for them one day, and I totally get that. But I'm not a brand ambassador, which is the best part about being a YouTuber or an Instagrammer, because it means you can say whatever the flip you want. So in this instance...
Did you just drop the F-bomb in
I
here?
said the
This
flip.
is a family video.
It's a family video. I want you to watch this while you're drinking whiskey with your children.
My 4-year-old may watch this later.
She will, and she'll be like, Daddy, you said flip.
Keep those 5-letter words to a minimum.
That's what? Anyways, so the Jura 30, the reason I didn't pour myself any is because when I poured myself some before, and I've tried it 2 or 3 times at home, thinking maybe it's just me and my palate, it doesn't smell like anything I want to drink. And this is coming from somebody who doesn't like peat, right? It's not that it's peated at all. I don't like peated whiskeys because of the weird flavors in them, but this is on another level of like, I don't want to drink this.
Yeah, so let me just say, Wally's taken great fun in making fun of Pete today just because he knows I enjoy it so much. So let's get that out of the way. This, to me, on the nose, is stale Costco bulk cheese balls.
Which is accurate because I
rubbed
remember
into the ground by a bare foot.
That's also been walking in leather for 30 days with no showers.
And no socks.
Oh, that was implied. On the other hand, I'm getting ginger, chocolate, I mean, like hints of orange peel.
Can you stop rubbing it in? Like,
this is so good. And I think the reason that I wanted to do this dichotomy so badly, this juxtaposition of these two bottles, these side by side, is because just because it's old and just because it's expensive doesn't always mean it's good, especially for your palate.
It's so true.
For me, this was a giant miss with the $660 that I wasted here, but Jura redeeming themselves. I spent $70 on this bottle here, and I love it. It's the 7 wood, actually of their new lineup, the 7 wood and the 10 double wood, which they don't call double wood, but that's what it is. Both of those really get me. Fantastic. I like them a lot. There's 2 or 3 other ones I've tried from the new offerings they have. Not a huge fan. But this one, the 7 wood, from the first time I had it to this time that I'm having it to the bajillions, I've had a lot of other people's bottles of this. That's why mine doesn't have a whole lot missing from it. But it's just one that I can keep going back to. It's so good. Yeah.
While you rub it in, how awesome yours smells there.
Absolutely. Enjoy.
What, you think your Glencairn don't stink?
Is that an expression? Can I get that on a shirt?
It tastes how it smells. I'll just say that.
That's not a compliment.
No, it's
not. It is not a compliment.
I'm almost sad that this is in my glass. Like, I'm going to hide my logo glass.
I'm sorry that I've done this to you. Man.
Is there another glass sitting around?
I'm getting these sweet fruit notes. So, the Jura 7 was made of a blend of 7 types of casks. And it's fantastic. So, I really botched this Cadillac review. I don't know what else to say about that. Maybe sorry, Steve. But
you should say sorry because that was not That was not good. And I'm sorry, Jura. Like, I'm sure the 7 wood is good. Wally chose not to pour that for me because he hates me and my love of peat. But I'm just going to say the 30 was a miss. And maybe there are other 30s. Maybe it's a batch.
So it could be a bad bottle. It could have been a bad batch in a blend. It could have been... There are a number of things that it could have been.
Maybe it was an off day for our good friend, the nose.
Yeah, there's a million things it could have been. But in this instance... It didn't matter what it could have been because it was still my wallet that got injured.
And it was not what it could have been.
And my palate that got injured. And those two things being injured makes for a sad whiskey reviewer. So
let's say this. If you take nothing else away from this review, take this. It's not all about how old the whiskey is.
Absolutely.
Sometimes that's the case, but it's never the whole story.
Absolutely.
Because if you go down and you see Wally's list of videos here, you'll see 2 reviews for actual Cadillac whiskeys. And those 30-year-olds are fantastic. Both of them are amazing. This one is a miss. There's other 30s out there that are going to be amazing as well. So don't give up on 30s by any means. But it's not all about the age of the whiskey. It's really not. I think that's maybe what, what we take away.
If you guys have ever tried any whiskeys that you think were supposed to be expensive, old, and good, but turned out to be misses, definitely leave a comment below. I'm curious what everybody else has tried that doesn't like.
Right.
And then,
and if you have a story like this too, where one piece of their line was
just one bottle,
and then another bottle was fantastic, comment that too.
Absolutely. So like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Tip jar for Patreon. Steve, where can we find you?
Instagram, TheWhiskyWatch.
Yeah. In case you haven't seen it.
Right there.
Legos, along with Whiskey Watch.
Yes.
And yeah, so that's it. That's it for this Cadillac review. I'm sorry that I couldn't like it more. I wanted to. Like, you have no idea. When you spend this kind of money on a bottle out of your own pocket, believe me, you want to like it more. And thank you, Instagram community, because a lot of you reached out and were like, I'll buy it from you. But like, I still use it for pictures. So that's the only reason why I haven't let it go. And obviously for reviews like this. But
yeah, he puts his.
I think after this review, I might. I think after this review, I might let it go. So we'll see. Maybe I'll do like a sample breakup and like give it away and see if people do like it. But personally, if you're paying for it, sometimes it tastes different than when you're not.
Right.
So
that's a good point.
Yeah. So there you go. All right. Cool.
All right.
End of the video. That's fantastic. Also, did you want to?
No. I'm gonna water. I'm going to water. This is I can't.
This is so good.
You
though.
want the cheese balls?
Do you want?